Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today it's Saturday and I am just staying at home. Of course, we are not doing anything right now because it is the weekend. We already did our shopping for food basically. So I just had a shower and yeah, I thought I wanted to talk to you while I'm doing my I'm preparing. I am preparing to pamper myself. Okay, so this is Aqua Serum. This is it from Balea. And I just wanted to apply it on my neck part, like décolleté and face. This is the one that I am using today or at the moment. And the reason why I wanted to blog, guys, I actually have some notes in front of me. And I want to talk about, wait a minute, because I wanted to make it sure that I am telling you everything. And I'm not forgetting anything. But I need to find where my notes are. It's kind of empty. Okay, here you go. I have this already. Now, while I am preparing, before that, I wanted to thank my friend who sent this to me. This is the Mary Kay. Look at that. She saw my vlog a couple of weeks ago and she said like, it's, you should have this foundation brush, even though I really didn't need it because I was able to figure out how to use the brushes which I got, the essential brushes, and using those brushes as my for my foundation, I mean. And since she have given this to me, thank you very much, Ike. And I'm going to link her Facebook profile down below. So if you are interested to buy some Mary Kay products, you could hit her a message. And yeah, this is the foundation brush of the Mary Kay, and I so love this. Now I'm going to use this the first time around today. Okay. So like what I said, the reason why I actually I wanted to make a vlog today, I mean, is because of the Germans. Again, the Germans. Now actually it's not about the Germans, but instead it's about the benefits. What are the benefits that you could take advantage if you are living, you're working here in Germany? But before that, let's apply a little bit of foundation first. So usually I'm just applying a little bit on my cheek and then spreading it all over my face, as little as possible. That's it. Especially right now, guys, during the pandemic, I hardly use any makeup now, which is good because it allows my skin to breathe. Especially that I have a mixed skin type. There comes a time that it's so dry, it's oily, or it is too delicate and sensitive most of the time. So as much as possible, I'm not applying any makeup. And if I do, I wanted to apply very, very small portion of makeup, like very small in my opinion. But maybe some of you who've seen my vlog, you would have a different opinion because I applied too much in, but actually I'm just applying very little of it. And now I think I would have a little bit more, as much as that one, and apply it here, 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 and close that first. The application actually is very good. So anyway, while I am doing my makeup, I'm actually looking on the mirror. While I'm doing that, What I want to talk to you about are the benefits while living here in Germany. I'm reading my notes, and the first thing that you should have if you are here in Germany is an insurance. Insurance is the magic words, specifically the health insurance. Now, here in Germany, whether you are poor or rich, everybody needs to have a health insurance. Now, if you cannot provide for yourself, the state is going to provide for yourself. But we're going to tackle more about that later on as we talk on this video. Now, aside from that, let's say you're living here, you're working here, and here in Germany, you could take advantage of a 24-day vacation leave in a year. Working days or business days, normally it is Mondays to Friday, but it depends as to what is your branch, the type of field you are working with. But normally from Mondays to Friday, you have like a 24 days vacation leave in a year, and that is paid in full. There is no need for you to worry about the money because you are getting the money in full from your company. Now, apart from that, sick leave is also paid in full. If you are on sick leave for 6 weeks continuously, still you are getting the money from day 1 up to 6 weeks in full from your from the company you are working with. And afterwards, let's say for instance, you've been very sick and you cannot work after that 6 weeks time frame, still the insurance is going to pay for your for you during the time frame that you are on sick leave. They are paying you a maximum of 7 to 2 weeks. But of course, there are some checkup that they have to do if they think that it is required, because some people are just only trying to be sick even though they're not really sick, if you understand what I'm saying. But if you are really sick, normally you are paid up to 72 weeks. During that time frame, you are getting the money. Approximately 70% of what you have received, of what you are receiving per month, is your money from the insurance every month. So basically, it's a little bit less than what you are getting every month if you are working in full time. But let's say, for instance, you are really very sick and you cannot go to work. I think it is a very secured option to go along the way while you are getting the energy in trying to work on your health. And I think it is a big advantage, especially for a person like me who come from the Philippines, because in the Philippines, we just don't have that. Oops. Now, what else do I have here? Yeah, about the sick leave though, like what I've said, it is 70% of your salary, gross income, I mean. And but a maximum of 112 and 86 euros per day. Even though it is 70% of your income, but still the maximum per day that you are getting from the insurance, it is 112 euros approximately, minus of course tax and so on. So the amount that I'm telling to you guys right now is the gross income. Now, apart from that, I have talked to you already about health insurance, and that include free hospitalization. When I was admitted at the hospital, or my husband, we don't have to pay anything. The only thing that you have to pay is your stay per day at the hospital. Before, my husband said like they don't have to pay anything, but the regulation is always changing every now and then. When I first came here, the people are paying 10 euros per day. But if you have reached I think 28 days, then automatically you are not going to pay because the insurance is going to shoulder that for you. But what they did right now is that if a patient stays at the hospital for more than 28 days, the patient has to pay 10 euros per day. So 280 euros is the only thing that you have to shoulder. The medicine, the operation, and a lot more, your therapy will be shouldered by the insurance, and there is no need for you to pay for that. Now, speaking of like checkup and hospitalization, healthcare, you as a citizen or a resident in this country, you have the right to have a checkup whenever you don't feel well, or if just to go to your normal regular checkup. Like for women, for example, they are advised at specific age that they have to go visit their gynecologist once every 6 months, or at least once every year, or visit your dentist once every year to check your teeth and so on. And there is no need for you to pay for that, for the checkup alone. Or basically, if you're feeling ill and if the doctor thinks that you're required to have some laboratories, MRI, and so on, still there is no need for you to pay for that. And again, that is very helpful, in my opinion. Unlike in the US, like some people do not have a medical care, but here in Germany, everybody needs to have a medical care. And like what I've said, if you are not capable of paying for the insurance, it's going to be the state who is going to provide for that. So no matter how poor you are, no matter how, what should I say? I don't know, poor or unwealthy you are, still everybody has the right to have a health insurance. Going forward, let's say, for example, you are so worried because you don't have a job, if or you lose your job, provided that you have worked at least 12 months before you got jobless, you are you have the right to get a jobless allowance for a maximum of 12 months, so a total of 1 year. And during the time frame, the government is going to help you look for a job, where is your interest or where they could put you. Most of the time, though, their main concern is to put you in a job so that you will not be jobless and you will not depend on the government's money or the people's money. In that case, they're gonna look for a job for you, and they will basically monitor if you are really applying for a job. Even though you do have the right to get an allowance from them from 1 to 12 months, still they want to make it sure that you are also looking for a job. It is not that really much what you are getting. It is approximately 60 to 65% of what you have earned the last month before you got jobless. And yeah, it's not so much. It's just almost half of your salary. And if your fixed salary are also destined for your fixed cost, to cover your fixed cost, so there is not really plenty of space for you to afford for a lot of things. It will only provide you the basic needs, and hopefully you don't have so much credits during that time, so that you could still live a little bit easier during those hard times. Now, let's say, for example, you don't have a job. It's over 12 months already. There is this what they called Hartz-IV. Jobless money is called Arbeitslosengeld. It's jobless money 1. And Arbeitslosengeld 2, or Hartz-IV, mostly known as Hartz-IV. That is the point where you cannot find a job. Life is so difficult. You cannot provide for yourself. You don't have any income at all. So the state is going to provide for your food, for your shelter, for your clothing. But do not think though that it will be easy, because it is going to be difficult. I have to struggle in my past with our finances and so on, because we had some hard times, I must say. And even in my case, I was studying during that time, going to school. And basically, I was just only earning like 500 euros per month, because I am a student. And if you are a student, if you're doing this Ausbildung, there is an allowance which you could get. And I think during the time, if I'm not mistaken, it was, what I was getting is 500 euros. And the money is 600 euros, which I should be getting in gross income, but minus all of the tax and insurance and so on, that I am just only getting like approximately 500 euros, if I could remember it exactly. So I thought it was really very difficult, because the apartment alone is more than what I was earning. And so I have decided to ask for help from the government. There are a lot of paperwork, guys, that you have to fill out. And still, I wasn't qualified for that. Can you imagine? So I was really earning a very, very minimum amount. Still, I wasn't qualified for that, because my husband is earning something. And so you need to realize they are considering the finances which you have per household. So if you have a husband, you have a partner, so probably you're not going to be qualified for that, especially if they are earning. Now, I think I'm going to talk to you about that specifically, this Hartz IV. If really life strikes you really very hard, then you don't have a choice but just to do that. Luckily, I was never been in that program though, even though at that moment that was the only hope I had. But I would never want or wish somebody to be in that program, because first, they are discriminated by a lot of people. Imagine this. There are a lot of healthy, young people who are not working, not because they cannot find a job, but because they are too picky. And even though their qualification is not that high, yet they are so picky, so they don't really want to work. And if people are going to hear that you are depending on the government the whole time for so many years, then you will be called as lazy, and a lot of names that I don't want to mention. And yeah, it's just not nice. You don't want to speak so loud about it, because that's just something that is not really very pleasant to hear and to experience at all. So those are just only a few things that you could take advantage if you are working or living here in Germany. I hope you guys love this video. And if you wanted to know more about the Germany, the Germans, then feel free to leave your comment down below, so I have some idea, of course, what else should I want to talk to you about, about the Germans or Germany in the future. Okay? Until then, you guys, have a great day. Enjoy your weekend. Bye. Again, thank you, Ike, for this foundation brush. This is amazing.